my child, listen to me closely. This is not a suggestion. This is a divine command. Do not think for a second that you stumbled upon this by accident. These words are not coming from an algorithm, nor from the mind of a man. They are coming directly from me, your Creator, the one who knit you together in your mother's womb. I am speaking to you right now because heaven has declared a spiritual emergency over your life. The window of opportunity I opened for you is closing faster than you realize. Do not ignore this voice. Do not scroll away. I am asking for just a few minutes of your time. Stop everything, quiet your mind, and give me your full attention. These next few minutes are not just a video. They are a lifeline. They will determine whether you step into the breakthrough I have prepared, or let the blessing pass you by forever. I am not speaking to the multitudes today. I am speaking to you. Yes, you. The one whose heart is beating faster as you hear these words. The one who has been crying silently in the middle of the night, asking me if I have forgotten your name. The one who feels a strange pull in your spirit right now. A magnetic force keeping you here. You have asked me for a sign. You have whispered, Lord, if you are there, show me. This is your sign. This is your answer. This is the rescue mission I have launched specifically for you. You have wondered if I still hear you, if I still see the battles you are fighting alone. I am here to tell you that I have heard every cry. I have seen every tear you wiped away before anyone else could see. And I have counted every sleepless night where worry was your only companion. But now I must speak plainly because this is not a gentle reminder. It is a divine intervention. The enemy has tried to convince you that your delay is a denial. He has whispered lies that you are too late, too broken, or too far gone, but he is a liar. He knows that this very message is the turning point you have been praying for, and he will do anything to distract you from it. So I speak with the authority of heaven. Do not move. Do not let another thought steal this moment. The next 30 minutes are not ordinary time. They are sacred ground. The angels are watching. Heaven is silent, and the universe itself holds its breath, because the decision you make right now to listen or to leave will shape everything that comes after. If you stay, if you trust me enough to watch until the very end, I am going to place a lost key back into your hands. This is the specific spiritual key that has been missing from your life. The reason why the doors you pound on refuse to open. I will reveal to you why you feel this urgency, why the pressure has been so intense, and exactly what is waiting for you on the other side of this screen. But if you scroll away, if you let distraction pull you from this word, the cycle will continue, and the door may remain locked. Do not let that be your story. I love you too much to let you miss this. Are you ready to receive what I have prepared? Let us begin. You say, Lord, why so urgent? Why now? Why do I feel this heaviness in my chest, this constant low-level panic that I am forgetting something or missing something? Listen closely. What you are feeling is not anxiety. It is an alarm. It is the alarm of your soul ringing because your spirit knows something your mind has not yet grasped. You are standing on the precipice of the greatest shift of your life, and your spirit is trembling in anticipation. Think of a woman in labor. Just before the baby comes, the pressure is at its absolute highest. The pain is most intense. The urge to push is uncontrollable. That is where you are right now. You are not breaking down, my child. You are breaking through. The world looks at you and sees confusion, but I look at you and I see a birthing room. The pressure you feel, that sense that time is running out, is the spiritual contraction of a new destiny trying to be born through you. I have declared an emergency over your life not because disaster is coming, but because destiny is arriving, and it requires your full participation. You see, the old season has expired. That is why the old comforts don't work anymore. That is why the old distractions don't satisfy you. That is why the people who used to understand you suddenly seem distant. I am stripping away the old to make room for the new. But here is the danger, and here is why I am speaking with such fire. The enemy wants you to interpret this pressure as failure. He wants you to think, I am running out of time, I have wasted my life, I am behind everyone else. He wants you to panic so that you make a mistake, or worse, so that you give up just inches from the finish line. He wants you to numb this feeling with scroll-induced comas, with food, with noise, with anything to silence the alarm. Do not silence it. That discomfort is my way of waking you up. It is the sound of the window closing on the old you. I am shaking your nest because you were never meant to stay in it. You were meant to fly. The urgency you feel is the wind of the Holy Spirit gathering speed. You are not running out of time. You are simply running out of the time for delay. You are running out of the time for excuses. So, when you feel the tightness in your chest tonight, do not rebuke it as fear. Instead, recognize it as my hand on your shoulder, shaking you awake. I am signaling to you that the transition has begun. The train is leaving the station. The question is not, is God doing something? The question is, are you awake enough to get on board? Now, let us speak of the silence. Let us speak of the waiting room where you have sat for so long. You have watched others move forward while you felt stuck. You've seen people with half your talent and none of your heart get the very things you prayed for. You have shouted at the ceiling, Lord, have you forgotten me? Why is this taking so long? Hear me now, and let this truth settle deep into your marrow. I did not stop you to punish you. I stopped you to protect you. You see only what is right in front of you. The desire, the goal, the relationship, the job. But I see the entire timeline. I saw the cliff edge that was just beyond that open door. I saw the character flaws that would have destroyed you if I had given you that success yesterday. I saw the people who would have attached themselves to you only to drain you dry. You wanted the blessing immediately. But I loved you too much to give you a weight you were not yet strong enough to carry. If I had answered your prayer when you first asked, the very blessing you sought would have become your burden. It would have crushed you. You were building a structure of straw, and I am intending to build a skyscraper. A skyscraper requires a foundation so deep it seems like you are digging down forever before you ever see anything rise up. That digging down phase, that is the delay you have been hating. It feels like backward movement, but it is actually foundational strength. I have been using this time of silence not to ignore you, but to equip you. I have been burning away your pride, your reliance on others, your need for validation. I have been teaching you to trust me in the dark so you can walk with me in the light. This delay was not a denial, it was a divine pause. It was me putting my hand on your chest and saying, "Wait, not yet. The enemy has set a trap ahead. Let me clear the path first." And now, the path is clearing. The foundation is laid. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are more humble. You are finally ready to handle what I am about to release. The delay is over because the protection phase is complete. I see the courtroom inside your mind. I hear the voice of the accuser. He does not shout, he whispers. He waits until you are tired, until it is late at night, and then he says, "You missed it. You had your chance years ago, and you blew it. Look at your mistakes. Look at your age. Look at the time you wasted. God has moved on to someone younger, someone cleaner, someone better." That is a lie from the pit of hell. The enemy wants you to believe that your destiny is fragile, like a glass vase that shatters forever with one mistake. He wants you to believe that my plan for your life was plan A, and now you are living in the scraps of plan B. But hear me, I am not a God of plan B. I am the God who knows the end from the beginning. I factored in your mistakes before I ever called you. I knew you would fall. I knew you would take the detour, and I already prepared the route to get you back on track before you even took the first step away. Why does the enemy attack you with this lie of lateness? Because he knows the secret of my nature that you have forgotten. I am the Redeemer of time. I do not just forgive sins. I redeem time. I can do in 6 months what takes the world 10 years to accomplish. I can compress time. I can accelerate seasons. You think you are behind, but in my kingdom, the last shall be first. One moment of my favor can launch you further than a lifetime of human striving. The fact that you are hearing this message right now is the ultimate proof that the enemy is lying. If I were finished with you, I would not be speaking to you. If your book was closed, you wouldn't be feeling this conviction. The enemy is not attacking you because you are finished. He is attacking you because you are close. He screams the loudest when he knows he is about to lose his grip on your future. So, silence that voice. Stop looking at the calendar. Stop looking at the mirror and counting the gray hairs or the scars. As long as there is breath in your lungs, there is ink in my pen. I am still writing your story, and the best chapter is not behind you. It is the one we are about to write together. You say, "Lord, I trust you, but everything around me is going wrong." If this is my breakthrough, why does it look like a breakdown? My child, you are judging the construction site by the dust it creates. You are looking at the mess, but I am looking at the miracle. When I'm about to accelerate a life, I first have to lighten the load. Here are the 3 signs that I am moving you into a season of divine acceleration. Listen closely, for these are the very things you have been complaining about. The first sign is a sudden, unexplainable isolation. You feel lonely. People you thought would be with you forever are drifting away. Conversations that used to flow now feel forced. You are being misunderstood by those closest to you. Do not weep over this. I am not punishing you. I am pruning you. I am removing those who cannot go where you are going. Some people were anchors for your past, but they would be chains for your future. I am clearing the room. so that you can hear my voice clearly without their opinions drowning me out. The second sign is a holy restlessness. Nothing satisfies you anymore. The job that used to be good enough now feels like a cage. The routines that used to bring comfort now bring irritation. You feel like a bird that has outgrown its shell. This discomfort is a gift. If you were comfortable, you would never move. I am making the nest thorny so that you are forced to fly. I am ruining your appetite for the mediocre, so that you hunger for the magnificent. The third sign is intensified warfare. Just when you decided to trust me, all hell broke loose. The car broke down, the argument happened, the bill arrived, the sickness flared up. You think, I must be doing something wrong. No, you are doing something right. The enemy does not attack empty ships. He attacks you because you are carrying heavy cargo. This sudden storm is not the end. It is the distraction. It is the smoke screen meant to take your eyes off the prize, just as I am about to place it in your hand. So look at your life right now. The isolation, the restlessness, the warfare. These are not signs of death. They are the birth pangs of acceleration. I am cleaning house. I am making room. I am shaking everything that can be shaken, so that only what is unshakable remains. My child, lift up your eyes. You have been staring at the ashes for so long that you have forgotten what beauty looks like. You have convinced yourself that the best days are behind you, that you will just limp into heaven, scarred and empty-handed. But I am not a God who leaves stories unfinished. I am the God of the great reversal. I spoke a promise through my prophet Joel, and I speak it again over your life tonight. I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. Read that again. Not just the money, not just the health, but the years. You look at the calendar and grieve the time you lost in that toxic relationship, the time you wasted in that dead-end job, the time you spent in depression. You think those years are gone forever. But in my mathematics, time is not linear. It is redeemable. I can put 10 years of blessing into 1 year of favor. I can bring you a spouse who loves you so deeply that 1 year with them heals the loneliness of a decade. I can grant you an idea, a strategy, a connection that generates more wealth in 6 months than you could have earned in 20 years of grinding labor. This is what you can expect when you step into divine acceleration, effortless alignment. You have been pushing heavy boulders up a hill, fighting for every inch. But in this new season, you will stop chasing, and you will start attracting. Opportunities will look for you. Phone calls will come from people you didn't even contact. Doors will open before you even touch the handle. Why? Because when you finally surrender your timeline to me, you stop striving in your flesh and start flowing in my spirit. The struggle ends where the supernatural begins. I am preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Those who mocked your waiting will soon marvel at your harvest. It will not happen gradually. It will happen suddenly. You will go to bed in one season and wake up in another. The sorrow may have lasted for the night, but joy, uncontainable, overflowing joy, is coming in the morning. You are asking me now, Lord. I want this. I receive this. But what must I do to trigger this acceleration? What is the lost key you promised to give me? Here is the key, and it is simpler yet harder than you think. You must give me the pen. For too long, you have been trying to write your own story. You have been trying to force doors open, manipulate outcomes, and fix people. You are exhausted because you are doing a job that was never yours to do. You are trying to be the savior of your own life. The key to unlocking your divine acceleration is radical surrender. I am not asking for your perfection. I am asking for your control. I am asking you to take your hands off the steering wheel. I know it is terrifying. I know you think if you let go, everything will crash. But the truth is, you are the one steering it toward a cliff. Only I know the road. Only I can see around the bend. Surrender means you stop losing sleep over how I will do it. Surrender means you stop rehearsing arguments in your head. Surrender means you look at the mountain in front of you and say, God, this is too big for me. It is yours. This is the condition for the miracle. I cannot fix what you will not release. As long as you are gripping that problem tight with your hands, my hands cannot touch it. But the moment you open your hands, the moment you say, Lord, I trust you with the timing, I trust you with the method, I trust you with the outcome, that is the moment the clock starts ticking on your breakthrough. So, here is my challenge to you. Right now, in this holy silence, identify the one thing you have been holding on to most tightly. Is it your child? Your finances? Your reputation? Your future spouse? Give it to me. Visualize yourself physically handing it over to me. Say it out loud. I release control. This is not defeat. This is victory. When you surrender, you don't lose the battle. You win the commander who cannot lose. My child, it is done. The moment you whispered, I surrender, in your heart, the atmosphere shifted. Do not let the enemy tell you nothing happened. In the spiritual realm, mountains have just moved. Chains have just snapped. The lost key is now in your hand, and the door to your divine acceleration is unlocking. Now, I want to seal this work in your spirit. I want to replace the old software of fear with the new software of faith. I am going to speak high-energy affirmations over you. Do not just listen to them. Repeat them. Say them out loud, or whisper them in your heart. Let these words rewrite your subconscious mind. Receive them now. I am not behind. I am exactly where God needs me to be. My time is not running out. It is being redeemed. I release the heavy burden of worry today. I trust that God is working behind the scenes for my good. My delay was a protection, not a rejection. I am now stepping into a season of supernatural acceleration. What I could not do in 10 years, God will do in a moment. I am a magnet for divine opportunities. I let go of control and I choose peace. My best days are not behind me. They are right in front of me. I am loved, I am chosen, and I am covered by grace. Fear has no place in my future. I am ready to receive the harvest I did not plant. God is fighting my battles while I rest. It is well with my soul. Breathe that in. Do you feel that? That is the likeness of a burden lifted. That is the peace that surpasses all understanding guarding your heart. As we close this conversation, I have one final request. If you have received this message, if you have accepted this divine acceleration, I want you to claim it publicly. Do not leave this place without leaving your mark. Go to the comments right now and write, "I receive," or "AM." By writing this, you are driving a stake in the ground. You are telling the universe, "I have heard the call and I accept the blessing." Let that comment be your act of faith today. I love you with an everlasting love. I have never left you, and I never will. The waiting is over. The acceleration has begun. Go now in peace, go in power, and watch what I do next.